everybody. Welcome to the show. We are after hours, but we are on location from a very unique location. But welcome everybody in. We have a very unique show planned for you guys. And my friends Carlos and Jason, it looks like you are in a unique location, just like we announced to the rest of the group here, as Jason flipped his camera back around.
Yes, that's why I'm keeping my camera to myself for a while.
I thought it'd be nice to show everybody where we were, but that's okay.
And let me start to get farther from him, because then we're not going to get any echo. Well, look at Jason. He's beautiful.
There you go.
I mean, I thought he would never leave. It's so good to have you to myself, Collin.
We can dump him out at any time.
Welcome.
And we lost him actually in the intro, so I'm glad he made it back.
Oh, yeah, it was kind of scary, but everything is okay now.
Yeah, so we've got a lot of friends joining us here tonight. Being Ackhurst is in the house, Michael Riley, Joe Logan, Patricia Canapp, Jason's mom, Zach Brown's even joined us. A few new names, Peter Mino. I don't know if you're new or not, to be quite honest. I'm sorry if you are not.
No, Peter is around. Peter already showed up before.
Awesome.
Yes.
Welcome back. Carlene Rhodes. Lots of folks in here. Joe Logan, Michelle Canapp. Lots of familiar faces.
Again, sorry guys, but I cannot see the comments from this. The way that this setup doesn't allow me.
Hello, Zach Brown. Good to see you.
Yeah, I can see when
Chris Shepard. Good to see you.
When Collin shows the comments. Yes.
And I'll try to show as many as I can. As always, this is a little more difficult when we're on location rather than when we're at a desk, because we use a little bit of different software, but we're going to work with it. We're going to have fun, and we think we have a great show for you guys tonight.
Jason,
show you some cool stuff.
Just for you to know, Jason, that I'm already getting far from you. Okay, don't get scared.
Carlos is running away from you quickly.
I can still hear him, though. That's the thing. I can still hear him.
You can still hear Carlos.
I don't know if that's his actual voice or his voice is just haunting me now.
I can hear you too, my friend. I can hear
that little voice in the back of your head.
It's not only me.
So I don't know, when are we going to reveal where we are? Is there some guessing? I mean, I feel like we're like holding this big secret.
Jason, you're in a good spot, so I'm actually going to kind of put you on the spot.
Are you going to tell me to turn my camera around again?
Yeah, I'm going to tell you to turn your camera around, but I'm also going to put you in the middle here.
Okay, that's better than put in the corner.
That's true.
Let's see if I can make this magic happen. There we go.
We'll see. All right. So we are at the boardwalk. Jason, show us as much as you can, but I know we'll be sharing a lot of things as the night goes on, because we are going to kind of take a stroll, kind of explore, show you some things that have made our list and that will continue to be on our list, and just some unique opportunities at the boardwalk.
If Jason wants to show something really, really interesting, interesting, am I allowed to walk here? I don't know.
Look at that. It's a Carlos spotting already.
Yeah. Finding
the camera, Carlos. And as you can imagine, this is a little more complicated than what we're used to, so bear with us, but we're going to have fun. We're going to have fun,
yes. I'm already having a lot of fun.
It's unique. How many other people can say you're in two places at once when you're on a live stream, and technically three? So
and you know one thing, Collin, we're live from one of my favorite spots in property. I do have a great amount of appreciation for this place here. I really like the boardwalk.
I love that you say that, because it is always one of my favorite resort areas. Maybe not particularly the boardwalk, but boardwalk, yacht, and beach club all combined with Swan and Dolphin really is one of the best areas on property, in my opinion. And it's often overlooked, more so than a lot of other resorts like the Polynesian, Grand Floridian, Contemporary, that kind of stuff that's on that main route that a lot of people visit. A lot of people have never been over to the boardwalk. A lot have, but a lot have
surprising.
Not.
Yeah, it's
surprising. It catches you off guard sometimes.
And you know one thing, I will turn the camera, Collin, because I will have to show you another thing here.
Sure, I'm going to put you front and center here.
I cannot. Oh, here. Let me do the camera stuff here, and let me turn. So show. Sorry.
No, he's flipping it around. It's fine. The system we use is different as far as flipping the camera. It's not quite what you guys see at home as just a one-click button.
Look what we do have here.
It's a little bit different. What a beautiful night, too.
What a beautiful
night. And the boats are running. I mean,
yeah, the friendship boats are here. Actually, we have two docked in the same time here.
Which is awesome.
Yeah,
it's good to see those running again, because they haven't been in quite some time. So
look how lovely is the
It's a perfect
Boardwalk
night
tonight.
for it. Nice skies.
Yeah. Let me crooked
Awesome.
here.
And if you notice, it's incredibly quiet. It was the same way when I was there many weeks ago, but I'm actually back there in about a week now.
But
I
you know
come to
that
think of it.
something like 1 hour ago was pretty busy here.
Which is good to see. I mean, that area was really dead for a while, but we'll get to see a lot of it tonight, I think.
Yes. Let me turn my camera back to my.
And it looks like our buddy Jason has gotten comfortable over here. So, let's go ahead and flip over to
I was just
that.
enjoying the show, and this is one of my favorite spots in all of. I'm hopefully not like spoiling something, but these Adirondacks underneath the balcony that leads off of the lobby. It's fantastic here, and I'm even kind of hushing my voice, which is unusual for me because it feels.
I didn't know you were capable of that, to be quite honest.
I didn't either until just this moment, but it's like this cozy little spot. There's power outlets everywhere, which is great for doing work or charging up your devices. And there's these little sets of Adirondacks, and we spin around here so you can see. So your buddy, your significant other, or frenemy can sit there with you and enjoy the view.
And they're 6 foot away, so it's an added bonus.
And the view, I don't know if I can't really show the view well from this spot because I have a column in front of me right now, but I basically have the same view, albeit a little more of a distance, same view that Carlos was just showing you guys from this spot.
And I'm hearing music from somewhere.
It is. I'm walking in the boardwalk, and that's the typical boardwalk songs
Very
around
nice.
here.
And I guess this is as good a moment as any. If you are joining us, I would invite you to invite a friend to come join us tonight, especially if they've never seen the boardwalk, or if you're new to the boardwalk and you're enjoying this. Absolutely invite a friend. That helps us out big time. And I'm going to go back to our 3-person screen here if I can find the right button. There we go. And we are back. So we might as well go ahead and get started with a time-honored favorite of ours here on After Hours. So let's roll it. If I can find it. Give me just a second.
Take your time.
No,
I'm just very
now-
comfortable here, so you can take as much time as you
Now is
like.
the time. Now is the time.
Now's the best time.
So tonight's topic is kind of an interesting one for our top 10 list. And I don't think we've ever done a top 10 list on location. So this is going to be interesting. But
Yeah, I'm nervous.
Yeah, so you never know. I could screw this up. It could be like 7, 10, 4, 3. So we'll see. Let's hope not. But
Let me get a light here that I can read.
There you go.
It's on the screen.
So let's go ahead and start it off with number 10.
No,
You got to do the topic.
yeah.
Top 10 character wake-up calls that should exist.
Well, and let me just comment. No, come back. Yeah. That we remember that we're talking about those wake-up calls that you usually have in the resorts with characters. So the idea is that we came up with the top 10 wake-up calls with characters.
That don't exist, but should. Yeah.
Yes.
Everything on the title.
Our twist.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So a little bit of fun.
Yes.
So let's go with number 10.
Thanos is snapping his finger. Wake-up call to the water world.
Number 9.
Captain America's motivational wake-up call. No mistakes. No do-overs. Look out for each other. This is the fight of our lives.
Number 8.
Miss Piggy, let me try to. Early bird gets the worm, which is what you deserve.
That was terrifying.
But impressive still. Like, that was good. That was pretty
Number
good.
7.
I'm not doing this impression. Figment. Imagine it is always Saturday.
There you go. Number 6.
Hook smashing. You only need one to fully wake you up.
Number 5.
Oh, Olaf. Some people are worth waking up for.
Oh, sweet.
On to number 4.
Edna Mode from Incredibles. I never look back, darling. It distracts me from now. particularly if you're looking back at your pillow. Wake up!
Didn't
That's
know
elaborate.
we were doing voices. I didn't know we were doing voices.
Number 3.
Ellie from Up. Adventure is out there.
Number 2.
Frozone from Incredibles. Honey, what? Where is my super suit?
No, it goes, where's my super suit?
He's trying. He's trying
Don't
really
try,
hard.
yeah. I really
So,
went
Our top choice.
far. I
Oh.
went really far.
We lost Carlos for a minute there. He's back. We're good.
Okay.
So our number 1 pick for the wake-up call that we'd like to see at Walt Disney World is number 1.
Jessica Rabbit's stiletto footsteps. Carlos's dream wake-up call.
It's accurate, though. It's very accurate.
And I was not going to do that sound either.
No, don't do cluck, 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 cluck.
Cluck, cluck, cluck. Oh, I didn't bring Big Little Chicken.
Oh, no, I did not bring my videos for it. Yeah.
So I'm going to dive back into the comments here for just a moment because
Okay.
there's some more that are showing up on here that are kind of interesting.
Oh, boy.
Here's a wake-up call. What are you doing with your life? According to
Yeah.
But no, if you have more that you'd like to add to our list, I will pull those out as we go on. But I think this might be a good time to show our friends a little bit more of the boardwalk.
Oh, you
But-
mean I have to get up?
But one thing I would like to
Comfortable here.
one thing that I like to comment, Colin, is that if our friends like our segments, one thing that we're doing slowly, but we're doing is that we're adding the segments in a compact way to our YouTube channel. So, for instance, if you want to see a bunch of top 10 lists, they already are uploaded there, so you can watch there.
Yeah, we've got a lot of fun stuff on YouTube as well. Carlos is working really hard on to kind of cut out of our shows that stuff that either, like last week, didn't go too well live or different situations, and
Yes.
we can share it there. And it's a great thing to have, and it's not as time conducive, not as time acquiring, for lack of a better word, because you can watch those, and some of those are about 10 minutes or less. So it's really neat to have that opportunity. If you might not be able to make the whole show one week, we can share those out, and we can throw back to previous shows. And it looks like Jason's moving. I don't know if he's where he's supposed to be yet, but are you ready for the camera, Jason?
Or it depends on what we're going to talk about next.
Well, that's up to you at the moment. But we can move on into another thing.
But if we're going to talk about what we're thinking about, so it means that we're starting another segment?
Yeah.
I was
now is
waiting
the
for you to
time.
say it. Now is the
So-
best time.
I gotta find the segment. This is harder for me.
He doesn't have the little buttons. to
Slow
push.
down just a little bit. I don't have buttons. I don't want to play the wrong one. So here we go.
I could sing a little ditty. I met her on a Monday and my heart stood still.
All right. So as we dive into our top 10, I got to move it back to all three of us. There it is. And we're driving into our top 3, I should say. I don't know why I said top 10, but
Old
too many
habits.
things on the mind at the moment. So our top 3 list this week is going to be done a little bit different. And obviously we're at the boardwalk. So our goal is to show some of these. And Jason, it appears that you're in location in a spot that you can show here.
Well, I'm in what I consider to be my number 3.
That works.
And I'm
So
gonna
start us off.
I'm going to turn this around so you guys can see the actual thing that I want to talk about. I'm in the lobby. You can't tell from the surroundings. Let me switch my camera around because I specifically want to talk about the lobby fireplace and the fireplace area. It's not running right now, so that's kind of, hey, that puts a damper on things.
Slightly disappointing.
Where's my sound effect?
Hey, but they should be decorating sometime here soon.
But
I don't have Carlos' sound effects. This system doesn't
this
support
space,
it.
I'm gonna stand up and just turn this camera around, and we'll talk about the nanny chairs in just a second. But this little cozy nook is inside the lobby. It's off to the side, and it's so It's like just this nice little Zen-like area to hang out. You know, you could read a book or a newspaper if you still do that sort of thing. You could sit there and do some work. You could have a conversation with a friend if you had a friend here with you. And when the fireplace is running, this, like, especially when it's tis the season, getting close to that season, it's a really, really, really nice place to just sit and be warm and be surrounded by Christmas goodness and Christmas smells and Christmas music and all things
And
Christmas.
Probably less than a week that'll be decorated, most likely.
I think so. I think
I don't
we
know
saw
how
the Wilderness
grand
Lodge.
this year
We
compared
saw
to
the
last
Wilderness
year.
Lodge got its decorations today and the trees up.
Christmas tree today, and there are other properties
Do you
following
wanna-
suit.
Should I talk about these chairs though?
Sure, yeah.
I know we talked about them on the creepy things.
They are kind of
Top three
creepy.
creepy things.
If I remember correctly, there's a name on the back of them.
I'm not touching them because that just freaks me out a little bit. But
And he's a germaphobe, so that doesn't help.
these are technically they're considered nanny chairs. They were actually used on carousels. It's like circa 1890. Not these actual ones. These are created from molds of originals. But they would put these on carousels. So when the kids were on the the merry-go-rounds on the horses and things, the nannies would sit on these little chairs next to the kids. And
It's really neat because they freak people out and people remember them all the time. And if you've stayed at this resort, it's one of those things that you always remember. It's
And
very
then
unique.
I also want to point this out. This is attraction here. You only see a piece of this attraction in the photo. It's called the Flip Flap. And the Flip Flap was this ride, Coney Island. Let me see if I can turn around here. And there's a model over here, the full, not full scale model, but the full attraction model over here. That's you saw the loop in the picture.
Yeah.
But a lot of the artwork, since we're at the boardwalk and it's reminiscent of like the Coney Island boardwalk, turn of the century, the last century, not the century we're in. There's all of this memorabilia, pictures, references, the music, architecture. It's just a cool little space. This lobby is a great little space. It's not going to overwhelm you. It's not, it doesn't have the grandeur of like a Wilderness Lodge or
somewhat overwhelming. It's more quaint and inviting.
But look at it. I mean, just take a look at that shot. Just
very beautiful,
right?
Yeah. It's very well done. And the funny thing is, every time you stay at this resort, there's almost always at least one person painting something white or repainting something.
Yeah, like touching up. You mean?
Exactly.
It's like I don't see anybody painting. Okay, yeah,
constant.
but so
But I love that.
This is one. This is
little
my
details that are hard to, easy to overlook when you're staying there, or if you're just passing through. Where if you have a little more time to explore, take the time to explore because there's so many neat things in that area.
Absolutely. There's so much to see, and I think I bet Carlos has something to show us too.
I bet he does, and it looks like he is in his spot and something that's on his list. So let's go ahead and throw it over to Carlos. I'm going to put him full screen while Jason kind of relocates, and we'll.
Oh, that's my cue, I guess.
So, Carlos, what do you have for us? I'm going to unmute you here because we're getting a little
Yeah,
background.
please, I'm muting.
There you go.
Okay, can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. Now I'm going to have to mute Jason while he moves because we hear double background.
Yes, and there's a bunch of kids coming here. They're gonna attack me, I think. So
Only if you're lucky.
so my number 3 is the Abracadabra. Okay, and I already mentioned before. And sorry about the noise here, but it's Disney. Yeah, the only thing I'm not sure is that I'm gonna be able to go inside there, because the last time I tried, they didn't like it because the tables are right here.
Go away. They don't want you there.
Yeah, but it is the Magician's Lounge, and there's one thing that I really like about it. Let me show you quickly here, and it's pretty crowded now.
It's a very unique atmosphere. They redid this, what, 5 years ago or so? Maybe a little longer than that. But it's very, very unique.
And in that wall, you see that wall?
Yeah.
That wall.
Actually, go ahead. Oh, never mind. I'm just going to put you full screen so it's a little larger for our friends.
Yeah, someone already made me a sign to. Okay. For some reason, they don't want me to film in there because probably people are too close.
Probably.
But the whole thing is that there is a connection here with the whole storytelling of the Society of Adventurers and Explorers. And in that wall that I showed you before, you can find a book of the Society of Adventurers and Explorers. It seems that one of the musicians that was here in the Abracadabra was member of the society. And what happened is that I don't know if you are aware about the story about this place, but one single night, every single magician disappeared. So this is a very special. There's a whole story about that I really like. I really like the decor. I really like the story behind it. It is unique, and this is the Abracadabra.
Don't get kicked out, Carlos.
No, I'm here. Okay.
Yeah, that's really. Yeah. If you've not experienced that, it's a very clever atmosphere. I'm going to try to go to the comments here while you guys are kind of relocating, because I think you're both on the move currently. So I'm going to actually pitch it over to me if I can get myself back on the screen here. There it is. So I'm going to jump in the comments here. And if you guys have anything that you want to see in particular, we can put that on the guys' list tonight as they kind of wander the boardwalk. We can add that in. We can show you that. Certain things we'll pick out of here. And if you have a request, throw it in the comments, because that's really, really unique. There is a lot of good comments about the lobby. Mark Williams is saying it's such a beautiful lobby. 100% agree. It's absolutely stunning. And it's very quaint, very quiet, and it's just a fun place to relax. On top of that, we have Patricia saying that how quaint the lobby is. I just clicked the wrong one because they're moving really quickly all of a sudden, which is awesome because you guys are throwing in locations. But it looks like Jason is in location. So I'm going to throw it back over to Jason.
But he's next to me.
Oh, he's right next to me.
Yeah, wait, thank goodness. Get him out of here. I want to talk about flying fish because flying fish is my second favorite restaurant, and it's really sad for me because my first and second favorite restaurants on Disney property are both closed right now. First being Takumite, of course. This one being Flying Fish. I adore this restaurant, and I will say it again. And I don't care what you think want to say back, but the best move here is to get one of the steaks. The fish is delicious. It's wonderful. I won't bite you on that one. But it's amazing. It's amazing. And I wish the glow of the fish, and they're not showing up. Let's see if I turn this way and turn back if I get the fish. Yeah, they're a little overexposed. Let me see if I can look in the window here. Now, flying fish has been around for a long. Well, there's nowhere to go. It's literally close, so we can just peer in like sad little puppies here and look in. They have an open
tablecloths off too.
I know they have an open kitchen setting. I don't know if you can see on the ceiling. They have these beautiful chandeliers throughout that are that sort of evoke the feeling of jellyfish and other sort of sea creatures not flying, but swimming above you. Let's see if I can shimmy down here a little bit to see get some other's perspective. I really wish this was open, but
because it really is beautiful,
especially
when they have all the lighting set up.
This I found encouraging, and maybe I'm just reading something into something that I shouldn't. But
Zach Brown, we might show you the Jason tree at night.
Oh yeah, I could walk to the Jason tree. Doesn't that look like a little meeting was happening? Maybe, like maybe they
possibly.
were.
Yeah,
maybe they were talking about.
Discussing.
This is what we want to make sure is on the menu for Jason when we open back up. This is what
that wasn't the conversation,
this is what we,
but it is possible.
Look, a boy can dream. A boy can dream. And my hope and desire is that one day we have a group, maybe an after-hours group, large enough to fill that big circular table right there.
That would be awesome.
Right?
That would be really awesome.
So Flying Fish, one of my favorite things about the Boardwalk because it's one of the favorite restaurants, and it's right here at the Boardwalk. How many of you? I'd like to know in the comments. How many of you have? I didn't need to do that. How many of you have been to Flying Fish, and what was your experience? Did you like it as much as I did? Did you get the steak? One of the best steaks they have is called the tomahawk steak. It's amazing. I happened to share one with Carlos one day, and that is a sight to be seen, to share a steak with Carlos. Everybody should have that experience.
No way.
He does. No, he shares very nicely, but it's like he consumes it about as fast as I do, which is that's saying something.
A race to the finish.
Yeah, it is. Now I have no idea where my buddy got to. Hopefully they didn't like lock him up somewhere.
No telling.
with
I'm
his
going to
attempt
throw
to
one
get
of
into
mine in the loop
Abracadabra.
here because it's not
Oh,
one
that's
that
right.
we're
You
not
have
going to
some,
be
don't
able
you?
to. Yeah, I did bring a couple, but intentionally chose things that you guys probably won't show because they're on the other side. But
Oh.
I did this intentionally, and one of my things that's always on the top of my list. I'm going to go to the. I don't have a two-person view, so I'll have to go straight to me. But so one of the things that is on my list is the view from the Yacht and Beach Club towards the boardwalk. So if you know that area at night, you're going to see something really unique, and it's a really bright reflection off the water. If you're staying at Yacht and Beach Club, you know that area, you know that sandy beach area, and you can sit on the chairs and just kind of enjoy that view at night. It's something that we can't very easily show based on the side of the boardwalk that they're on currently, but it is something unique. And I did bring it over to you guys here because I do have a photo of it from a similar night, which actually looks very similar to the night that you saw on screen moments ago. And it's this view here. And it's actually from the other side, just looking towards the boardwalk. And it's one of the most quiet areas. And I consider that part of the boardwalk because you're seeing the boardwalk. But it looks like our friend Carlos is back in location. At his next location, I should say. So I'm going to pitch it over to Carlos.
Yes, my number two. It is actually something that is not happening right now, but what I really love about the boardwalk is the carnival games and the activities that you have around the boardwalk. So you have hoop toss, and you have a different games you have here, and I'm getting a little bit of. Not emotional, but yeah, emotional, because I remember my kids when they were little, we were younger. They loved to spend some time here, and I really like that. Not only that, but also here in the boardwalk in the area, you usually have different performances, like magicians or doing circus tricks, and that's the other thing that always amazed me. And one thing is the timing, because sometimes you experience that when you're coming from the parks, or the parks are already being closed, but you still have action and you still have um, activities here in the boardwalk in normal times. I'm saying not now, but in normal times.
It's a little quiet right now compared to usual. But usually this area would be kind of bustling. People would be playing the games and having a good time there. And there are two, I guess there's actually four booths there that you can't see because they are pulled the curtains down because they are not operable at the moment, at least not this time of night. Um, but it's a wonderful area. It's very unique, and it's I say that word a lot, but it's very true because that area of the boardwalk, there are so many different things to do and a variety of things to do. And Carlos, I'm actually going to have you stay on the camera and turn just to your left a little bit. I guess it's your right, because what I'm talking about is actually right behind you at the store. And the store is called, I believe it's called Thimbles and Threads, but it's also called the general store, I believe, Screen Door General Store.
Yes.
And I say that because it's one of the best shopping experiences on Disney property as far as resorts go. Because it's a very large shop, and there's always really unique merchandise inside of it. And I say that because it's fun. Everybody wants to do a little bit of shopping that's a little bit off the beaten path sometimes. And if you're looking for unique items that are different than what you find in a lot of the parks, sometimes you can find a lot of really neat things inside Thimbles and Threads. And it's well themed. If you're staying at the resort, they also have some food items in there and a bakery case, which is a great thing if you need a late night snack.
And another comment, taking the opportunity of your comment about the store here. There's also a nice art gallery here that, in terms of is almost always quiet. You can walk there and enjoy everything with almost no one next to you. So it's also something that I like to do here.
And the name escapes me, unfortunately, but
and I'm far from it right
like
now.
Wonderground or something like that.
Yes.
That sounds close, but I don't think that's 100% right. But it's very, very cool.
Yep.
But the boardwalk's full of amazing spots like that. I think Jason's ready to tell you about another one.
Really?
Well, you inspired me, Collin, with that picture. I thought, that looks familiar. That looks pretty familiar. So I thought, why not be in that spot when I talk about my I guess this would be my number one thing. It's so hard to rank them, and there's so many things, it's hard to narrow it down to three. But my number one that I wanted to talk about was the friendship boats. I adore the friendship boats. I could travel up and down Crescent Lake and the canal to Hollywood Studios and up to Epcot. I could just do that all day long. It's so nice. It's so peaceful. The cast members, the crew on the friendship boats are so they're not just nice, but they're full of stories, half of which I believe.
And a lot of them have been doing it for years.
Yeah, they're just having a good time. And I can tell you, these friendship boats just started back up very recently. They are waving to us if you're on the shore or on the boardwalk, looking at the, like taking a shot of the friendship boats or video. They're waving, they're honking their horn. They are so happy, I think, to be back and be doing the thing that they love. And my spot on the friendship, I like to sit outside. I know some people go inside and get comfortable inside, especially if it's cooler out. But I like to be out on the back of the ship, on the back of the boat, just sort of taking in the view and feeling that breeze. And every once in a while, you get a whiff of the diesel or whatever the fuel is.
It's a good smell, though. It is.
It is.
I love that smell.
I know. It feels wrong to like the smell, but. So that's my number one is the friendship boats, and I'm hoping that I think we will have some action here soon. There was almost a parade of them just a couple of minutes ago that we missed, but I think they'll get going again here soon as the parks begin to close, which is happening, and as it actually has happened. Yeah, they're not going to be running much longer, so I think we'll get a little bit of movement here. But I should, let me just pan around, Collin, to show, take in more of this view that you so beautifully captured in that picture that you shared. I mean, this won't do it justice, but...
Yeah, we're dealing with phone cameras, so there's only so much we can do, unfortunately.
Well, here they go. Look, they're racing. I knew they were going to do this. I'm telling you, they're having a great time. They literally left at the same time.
Place your bets. No, I'm kidding. Don't do that.
You want to, Collin, you want to show? You want to show that race? I'm next to them.
Oh, yeah, Carlos is on the other side. So here we go. I can't split screen, but I can put three of us up there.
But I can see that both the ships, or both the friendship boats, here we go.
Both ends of it.
They're doing a race.
It's like they're synchronized. Can you see this?
Yes. I'm next to the dock. I'm next to the dock here.
We couldn't have planned this if we tried.
Yeah.
Okay, I think you should go large on my screen here as they get closer. Maybe I can get this guy to honk his horn.
Try it. Let's see what we can make happen. Do you know Morse code?
No, but I know how to get truck drivers to do it, and I'm pretty sure it's the same thing.
It's the same general motion. All right, let's see it in the comments. Maybe they'll hear us through osmosis.
I'm waving.
What a beautiful... Yeah.
Look at a horn.
Jump, wave and jump. Wave and jump.
Wave and jump. You got this.
He's not going to do it. He's like, I'm not supposed to do it.
Ooh. No, boo him, Jason. Boo him.
No, I can't boo them. They're too nice.
Do yoo-hoo. Yoo-hoo.
No, that's just loud in their ears.
Big summer blow.
And this is a beautiful... I should show this, the pergola here.
That's one of the best areas.
It really is. And that's the beach club, of course, right there in the background, the yacht club just over here to the left.
And there are a lot of comments saying that it's very empty. It's just the nature of it right now. It's not.
Well, I'm going to talk about that in a second because I have a little op-ed to do. Let me show everybody something that's important to know. If it's ever raining, and typically if you've forgotten your umbrella and you're trying to make your way from the boardwalk to Epcot or Epcot to Boardwalk,
you spend a lot of time in this,
and it's raining. A lot of people will run for cover here. The only part that's going to cover you is right here.
The middle.
Yeah. Right. Just right here in the middle.
The rest of it's useless.
But from a distance, it looks like, see, you're like, oh, I'll be safe there. I'll be safe there. But no, because it's just a trellis.
Want to take a picture of it, though, because it's a good reflection.
Oh, yeah. Collin never saw a puddle he didn't love.
That's true. Well, I don't know. I have to say that carefully.
While I'm over here,
looks like Carlos is trying to catch up with you on our other.
No. I'm gonna stop being right here.
I think I need to head over to the Jason tree.
Oh, head on over there.
Why not?
Now he's going to start to cry. Oh my gosh.
Oh, well, don't cry.
Maybe some hugging. Zach Brown has seen me hug the tree before. Carlos has seen me hug the tree before.
No, I have that on video. I think he shared that, if I recall correctly. And yeah, it was the same video that he was walking, barefoot. It was barefoot in the soaring.
We have a request for you, Jason.
Yes.
Mike O'Reilly wants you to swim out in the water and make them rescue you.
No, because that would actually be a real rescue, and I'm pretty
He's
sure
not a
there's
good
gators in
swimmer.
that water, and also ducks, and so no.
Equally as scary.
So this is because ducks can be mean. This is the Jason tree. This is the spot. I just absolutely love this spot, as you guys know.
I just take a moment to appreciate the clouds there. I mean, most people are never going to notice that, but the kind of glow that you get from the lights in the distance, because I believe that's Magic Kingdom in the distance, if I remember correctly. It's one of the parks that cast that big glow.
Yeah,
but it makes really neat photos with like long exposures and stuff. And there's Swan and Dolphin in the distance. If you've not stayed there, it's an excellent resort as well. Actually, I'll be staying there in a little over a week.
Oh, that's right. You're coming to town. Collin Kendall's coming to town.
Santa.
So let me. Okay, here's my little. Can I give my little op-ed here?
Yeah, wax poetically for us.
Okay, like I know that a lot of people feel like Boardwalk is a ghost town. They feel like Boardwalk's too, for lack of a better word, dead. There's not enough activity. The games aren't being played. The Sari bikes aren't being rented right now. And so it is relatively quiet. However, I tend to be that kind of person who, when I go to the beach, my favorite time of year to go to the beach is the off season. My favorite time to go to the boardwalk is the off season. It's not when everything's crazy and frenetic. Well, no, it's that I like the quiet. You know how you know how I am in my normal life. You know how I am, predisposed to getting worked up over things. So for me, like this sort of environment, this is what I need. I love the peacefulness of this boardwalk. I love the romance of this boardwalk.
And you can wander at night. And it was actually the top thing on my list. It was the last thing I was going to mention is wandering that area long after the parks close is one of the most wonderful experiences. And it's kind of like that all the time now. Where typically in the past, you'd have to do that at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. If you're me and you're crazy and you want to have empty crowd pictures, you're walking back to the resort at that time. And this is one of the few times that you'll ever experience it quite like this, as quiet as it is, even at night. And it's a really relaxing vibe as a result of it. I mean, just look at the lighthouse spinning there in the distance. It's serene in an odd way. And if you've never experienced it, the quietness it's a blessing once you get used to it. And usually, if it is that late at night, you get the music from Jelly Rolls and stuff. So you get a nice ambient sounds, even if you don't want to be in the heart of it.
Right. And imagine just standing here, arm in arm with your companion, taking in the view, maybe having a little snack, a little drink, and just looking at the lights, the reflection of the lights on the water, the shimmering. And
I've actually witnessed 2 proposals there at night in that exact spot.
You weren't involved with those,
no.
Right? Okay. Sure.
No. And just to tell everybody, I'm pretty far from Jason.
Not really.
Yeah, I mean,
we switched to Carlos at the moment. Let's talk about where you're at, Carlos.
And my number 1 is not what I'm showing right now. It's just because I want to show this very spot that is my favorite here at the boardwalk, which is right in front of the ESPN club, and it's not the right timing right now. But when you facing this, towards the dolphin, and this is for me one of the best spots to enjoy sunset. And let me phrase it well. It's not to see the sunset.
Don't start that again, Carlos.
Yeah, it's to enjoy the sunset time. Because let me explain to you guys. If I say that to see the sunset, Jason will come running from wherever he is just to attack me. Okay.
And I didn't tell Jason, but I brought picture proof. Here it is.
Oh, yeah. Jason swears to God that there's no way that we can experience sunset here. I tell you, yes.
I'm going to unmute him because he muted himself. Oh, no, I can't do it. He's got to unmute himself.
I'm not disagreeing with any of you. What I'm saying.
Oh, the story was different yesterday.
No. So the argument that I was trying to that I was trying, or the point I was trying to make is that if you're standing, let me just show you guys so that you can see. You could see before where the sunset picture was, but today, and guess who took video of the sunset today? This guy. So today, I took video.
It varies seasonally. It does a little.
It does very seasonally for one, and also the sun traditionally is going down somewhere between jelly rolls.
Kind of
if you're over here at the
toward the
pergola,
dolphins,
it's going between the jelly rolls as far over as like the edge of the yacht club.
Yes, yes. So that's what I'm thinking.
Standing, let me just put. So that's what we're looking at right now. That area is where you would see the sunset. If you want to watch a sunset, the best spot really is over here by the Jason tree or over by the pergola. If
even right in front of where Carlos is a great spot too.
If on the other hand you want to see colors,
I think
if you want,
that's shit.
If you want to get take pictures of the colors of the sunset being cast upon, say, the beach club or the edges of the yacht club, the lighthouse, that sort of, even the pergola, like you want to be then over there, closer to the center of the boardwalk area, by the lawn or even by the general store, because then that way you'd be able to capture the colors being cast upon the buildings. My point was, if you're standing over by the general store or by the lawn, you're not going to see the actual sunset from there. That was all my point was.
But buddy, let me then explain you better, which is truly my number one thing about the boardwalk. It is, I think, the whole secret of this area.
If you guys can flip your camera around for a second so I can actually see that you're actually there.
Oh, do you think we're just?
They're just floating, just around.
Yeah.
Put us all back up on you.
Let me just comment one thing. I think the secret about the boardwalk, it is Crescent Lake, and I think that this lake, and I probably someone will say, "Are you crazy now?" But for me, it's the most beautiful lake in property.
It's unbelievably underrated, and you can fish on it, which a lot of people don't know.
But I've never seen anyone. I know. I've seen it offered. I've never seen anyone doing it.
You have to leave the yacht and beach club at certain times a day, but it's
do
really
they do
neat.
it right here
right
in
the middle of the lake. But they do go either direction, and a lot of times you'll see them out in front of the Swan and Dolphin because there's some grass beds over in right by the dock at the Swan and Dolphin. And the fish kind of hang out in there, but it's really neat to see.
You say grass beds, I think of Gilligan's Island or something. You mean like
almost like
like the marsh
beds,
or something. I got you.
But yeah, it's a beautiful lake. If you have the opportunity to fish on it, definitely take that opportunity because the morning views are spectacular too. As we talk about sunset, sunrise is equally as impressive. View from a good balcony or even Swan and Dolphin over there. If you have the right view, it is absolutely spectacular in the mornings.
But is that I already experienced during the sunrise, but actually I couldn't take pictures. It was during one of the half marathons, and so I was running.
Is very early right now, where I'd volunteer to try to take pictures of it for you guys in a week, but I don't get up that early.
So during the half marathon, I entered this during the sunrise. Actually, you coming from the Disney's Hollywood Studios, and the boardwalk is one of the best parts because you get it really close to the finish line. So,
and Mike O'Reilly's saying you don't fish in the boating lanes. Yeah, you definitely don't do that, but normally it's well before the park's open, at least for the early fishing tourists. But and if guys, as kind of a final reminder, if you want to see something in particular, I can send these guys on a journey for you. They're starting to sweat clearly. But we can send them on a last-minute journey.
It is humid today. It's funny because I'm sweating a lot here, and it's not that.
Yeah, it's what?
Oh my gosh! I see Jason just walking here.
There he is. That's a good comment, Doreen. You can take the pontoon boats and the little water mouse boats out as well. They have a new name. I guess it's Sea Racer or something like that now. But yeah, they're really cool.
I'm trying to show behind him, but he's
catching some music from somebody. It's windy for someone as well. Mike O'Reilly, you're totally right. It is $1 million view for sure. It's absolutely spectacular. But yeah, So
Is any-
a lot of people are mentioning the pool. Are either one of you anywhere near that little underpass that goes over?
I'm the one. I'm the one
He's-
closer. I'm going there though.
Okay.
He's 30 feet closer, so he's on his way.
Closed
Yeah,
in
I'm
about
on the
50,
way.
He's moving.
50 minutes,
He's
or
moving
it may already
quickly.
be closed.
And,
so we can show
if
that.
you've-
and as I'm younger than Jason, I can walk faster. I can walk
Why?
faster.
And
I'm
people
actually
are really
getting my head
like,
started. As you can see, I'm standing still to let him go because
So-
So,
but one thing, the one thing I would like to ask everybody is don't forget to press the like button, whatever you are in,
the
Facebook,
reaction
YouTube,
buttons, whatever you want to press. And if you do it on the actual post, that helps us out more so than if you react inside of the post, which doesn't make any sense. But if you have like the react button on your phone, it's different than the one for the post. So that really helps us out.
And another thing, while I'm in the middle of the way. Okay, don't worry, I'm getting there.
He's sashaying on his way to that location.
But one thing I also like to remember is that don't forget to enjoy.
I want you guys to race to the pool.
Don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel and to enjoy the different segments of our previous shows. There, you can watch
Absolutely.
even What's That Sound or the Mongello Challenge, the last one. You can watch everything there.
While they are moving, I'm going to put one other thing up on the screen for you guys. And it's going to be a request that you guys join us on our After Hours community. We really enjoy having that community. It's a good place that we let you vote on different things. That is actually going to curtail us into our next segment sometime here soon. But if you want to be a part of that, I highly invite you to join us at the After Hours community. It's where we post kind of all of our updates, all of our different things. And it's a good community that's growing rather quickly, which is awesome to see. And that's all because of you guys inviting your friends and having the opportunity to join us there and vote on different things. And we've got a lot of fun teaching content going up there. So looks like Carlos is getting very close. So I'm going to push to Carlos here as he walks through the tunnel so you guys can kind of experience that too.
So then I can show you the swimming pool there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just at a distance. We don't want to invade anybody's privacy, but I don't think it's open.
No, it's not.
Probably closed earlier in the day.
Yeah, and things got you don't have that freaky clown face there.
It's true. The clown is gone.
Oh,
And
there's
it's interesting to see what they're doing with it. I guess it's just covered at the moment.
It's covered, but there are people in the pool. Oh.
So I'd probably stop there.
No. They're yes, they're there.
All right. So it is a really nice area, though. The pool bar is excellent, and the other areas surrounding it. I actually had a view once of from a villa, and it overlooked one of the pools, and that's a really nice view to wake up to in the morning, especially sunrise, sunset. Those type of experiences are really wonderful. And the hallway that Carlos just walked through is actually their fitness center as well. For anybody that's a little more active than I am. But Jason, are you moving to a new location on us?
Well, I was trying to see if I could get into the store. Because you know how I feel about stores.
It probably closes very soon.
I think it's closed. I think it's closed. But let me just point out this general store because it's called the Screen Door. Oh, let me, I got to turn the camera around. Turn the camera around. And boy, it'd be great if they made it easier. Okay, so Screen Door is one of my favorite resort stores. Because they have items here, and yes, including men's clothing, Collin Kendall, because it's so hard to find. It's so hard to find, like,
it is rare.
Something that's different than the normal stuff you see.
Area once, and was it Yacht and Beach Club that we couldn't find hardly anything that was men's clothing?
Yeah, well, beach clubs. I love Beach Club Resort. I love that resort. It's probably, my second or third favorite resort, but not because of the store. The Yacht Club actually has a nice store. It's just, it pales in comparison to the Screen Door or the Wilderness Lodge
by far the best shop over there.
Or Contemporaries. The Contemporary store is really, the BVG is fantastic.
It is. It's nice.
But let me see if I can peek in the windows without raising the suspicions of, there's a couple security security cast
Yes.
members who are walking around, doing their job effectively, moving Carlos along. But
Carlos.
No, Carlos is already here showing another
Carlos is
thing.
in position.
Yes.
As long as we don't
This
get
is-
asked to leave, we'll be good. And we
anyway,
say that in joking because we don't think we're going to get asked to leave.
Oh no! Right, we're not doing anything. We could be sitting in the Abracadabra bar, but instead we're taking on a little walk around the
A
boardwalk.
little bit of a tour there.
Okay.
Okay.
So what is it that Carlos wants to talk about?
Let's go ahead and see.
So I'm showing the gallery that I was talking about, the art gallery. Okay. So Collin, can you help me pronunciate that, because the Brazilian way we
I
got.
believe it's Wyland Galleries, if I remember correctly.
Okay, so I was supposed to pronounce right. So let me
Now we got to hear it though.
so let me show you a little bit inside.
And are they open at all right now? I know.
No, it's closed. It's closed. It's closed. But I really like this place.
Nice that is.
Yes, I really like this place. It's always and it's not crowded, and like sometimes you find the artists here. I really like it.
And it's kind of like Art of Disney, but different, because there is some Disney touches in there, but there is some just really impressive artwork in general too. Which
Yep.
makes it kind of
Oh,
different.
look
typical
what you
art.
have here, my friend. That's freaky.
Carlos's arch nemesis, a frog.
You know those sticky frogs, and you have a whole window. Just about that. My goodness, I think they did it on purpose. Yes,
They did that just for you, Carlos.
yeah, probably. This is
And- As they kind of wander back, it might be a good time for us to kind of wrap up this segment and
okay.
move on to something fun here. So let me go ahead and jump back screens here.
Mm-hmm.
And that brings us right to one of the segments that's fairly new for us, the Hall of Fame. And as they make their way to their next location or reconvene, I'm not 100% sure what they're doing right now. We're going to roll our Hall of Fame segment, which Carlos so graciously recorded for us in advance, and see what made our Hall of Fame from last week's show and is growing, and the growing Hall of Fame in general in this little segment. So let's roll it.
In our previous episode, we chose our top 3 funniest attraction moments. After that, we created a poll in the After Hours community, where not only could you vote for any one of our picks, but you could also include your options. And the winner for the top funniest attraction moment was Muppet Vision 3D and Sam Eagle's phrase, "It's a salute to all nations, but mostly America." Now, Sam, his phrase, and Muppet Vision 3D are part of the After Hours Hall of Fame, along with the Nomad Lounge and the Tom Sawyer's Spooky Caves. Congratulations!
So that's our Hall of Fame inductee for this week. And it looks like they've either found a new location or they are ready. But any comments on our Hall of Fame choice for this week, guys? Jason, you didn't cheat in the comments?
No, what I
I
like.
did not.
What I like is that it is growing now. So you start to and so diverse. So we have Normal Lounge along with the caves in Tom Sawyer's Island, and now Sam Eagle.
It's just a nice mix. It's
No.
America.
What is nice is that I'm walking here. I'm sweating. I went to the pool and come back, and then I'm noticing that it's a strange dude sitting in a bench there. It's Jason. Jason is spending the whole time sitting there.
Just relaxing.
Yeah.
taking in the view.
I
can't
was
say
trying to get away so I wouldn't have to hear Carlos's sound in person
No,
as well as in the camera. But he
I will
keeps
I
his,
will pass
he's like a bad
behind
penny.
him, but I'm
Or a good penny.
going to another place. I'm going to
Oh.
another place, but I'm gonna pass behind
moving
him.
again. He's moving again.
Yeah,
So maybe you can
no.
mute him.
I can mute him.
That'd be
Gone.
perfect. It's like the power of Collin. I love it. Okay.
It's kind of scary. You never want to give me that much power.
I am sitting on a bench, and I'm sitting right below one of my favorite parts of. Oh my gosh!
Just look at that.
Oh my god, this is the best. This is one of my favorite parts of the boardwalk from an architectural standpoint. It's so evokes this feeling of the boardwalk that I grew up with in Ocean City, Maryland.
Say you're from up north. You should be used to this.
Yeah, well, we don't consider it north there. It's like mid-Atlantic, but I understand from Kentucky it'll be north. So it just has that feel like the kitschy, sort of like a fun spirited architecture that you'd find on the boardwalk and on a normal boardwalk, traditional boardwalk. Each building, they're right up next to each other, and they have these different architectural styles. And so you will see if I can also pan down here, you'll see how the buildings change, and they've done this deliberately to evoke that same feeling of a traditional boardwalk. So we know if you're walking down the hallway inside the hotel, you can't tell. You can't tell that you're passing from one different building to the next. But that's from the outside. They've really kept to the theming nicely. And yeah, I am sitting here because guess what? That's what you do. That's what you do when you're
the best place to
Jason
do so.
and you're on the boardwalk.
Mm-hmm.
You hang out, you sit, you take it in, you listen to the beautiful music, which I'm sure you can hear playing above me, and it's just wonderful. I'm going to keep coming back to this the same phrase. It's peaceful. It's even meditative. It's exactly what this Jason needs from time to time, as Collin will attest.
It's like every day.
Every day. Oh my god! If I could experience this every day,
be amazing.
Actually, I can. I don't know why I don't.
You very easily could.
Maybe.
It's like 10 minutes away.
It'll be like
it'll
be deep thoughts with Jason from
the boardwalk.
So I don't know where Carlos got to now. He's freakishly silent.
Yeah. So before
I'm getting
we
a little nervous.
Carlos, I am going to kind of plead with our audience a little bit and have you guys invite a friend. And if you are just joining us now, we are live from the boardwalk. I'm hoping the banner helps kind of feed out some of those questions that we had when we did this the first time. But if you're enjoying it, invite a friend here, invite them to our community. That helps us out in a huge way. And thank you for being here. That's more important than anything. And we appreciate that more than you may realize. But let's throw it over and see where Carlos is at least.
Wait. Before you go.
Uh-oh.
If you think Collin's doing a fantastic job as I do, give him a thumbs up. Give him some
probably
love.
a lie because I've screwed up many times.
No, you're doing great. You're doing great. Thumbs up, some love, something. Let Collin know that you think he's doing a fantastic job, because I do, and I can't do it. I can't give him thumbs up. Here's my thumbs up. I can't do the heart because I have my hand on the other camera. Anyway,
just drops it. So let's go back to the full screen here and let's see where Carlos is, and I'll cut to you directly, my friend. I have to unmute you, and there you go.
And that's why I was quiet, because I was I was singing, I was talking, and I was
waxing
muted.
poetically.
Yes. No, the only thing that I like to show here, and it's kind of a sad note because it's closed, but why not talking a little bit about Jelly Rolls? And it's one of my favorite places. Jelly Rolls is beautiful from outside and is amazing from the inside. And you have the dueling pianos. And it is one of my favorite spots here in the boardwalk area, along with this other place here that I asked Jason if he already came anytime here. No, but this place here is also very nice. The Atlantic Dance, particularly a child of the 80s like me. They used to have
if you were moonwalking a minute ago. That falls in line with the dance hall.
Yeah, no, like this. It's a filming technique called Moonwalking with Carlos. So the Atlantic dance, and my question to the audience is to get to know how many of them already been here to the Atlantic dance. I know that Jason never been here, and I'm assuming that Colin never too.
I've never been either. I've almost gone to. I've sat outside of Jelly Rolls many times, but I've actually never gone in because I'm too cheap to pay the cover charge. But it's supposed to be a wonderful experience, and it's something I need to make the time to do one of these days. But there is a lot of love for Jelly Rolls in the comments. Atlantic City Dance Hall. I guess it's Atlantic Dance Hall technically.
Yeah.
I don't remember how they word this on the Disney site, but the sign says Atlantic Dance Hall.
Yeah.
But a lot
And
of
they
love
usually,
for Jelly Rolls, but not quite the same love for the Atlantic Dance Hall.
but there's the 80s not yet. Actually, it was supposed to have that. Now it's closed, but until some little time ago, they used to have the 80s thing with videos and MTV.
Something for every once in a while they did some kind of illuminations party, didn't they? That was
Yep.
Either it was 4th of July or something like that, or New Year's or something like that. You used to do a big event there every year, which was kind of neat.
But probably one of the best things is that is next to Jelly Rolls. I love this place. It's really sad to see here, like
It's odd to see that end of the boardwalk so quiet.
Yeah. But
also,
one
like we
thing,
said, it's
for
nice
those
too.
those who are feeling sad, I'll have to tell you one thing: improve a lot. You have to see that during July, this was really a ghost town. You could be here
Yeah.
alone.
I was
And-
there last week of July, early August. I kid you not. At one point, I was kind of wandering around and checking out the boardwalk. And when I was taking photos, at one point I looked up and I was literally the only person between the boardwalk and the Yacht and Beach Club.
Oh
and
my
it
gosh!
was like, honestly, it was probably not even 11 o'clock. Like I had gotten back from the parks, and it was just one of those nights. It was completely deserted. But you're right; it's gotten 100% better in comparison.
Yeah, it's a lot better.
It's
And
like Jason stepped through a portal here. Like
he went back inside. He needed the AC probably.
probably.
I saw that the air conditioning. I wanted to point out two things. Now, one is the Bellevue Lounge.
Oh yes,
I can
yes.
turn this camera around for you guys.
It's a great little spot. Let's try. There it is.
So right now, it's roped off, which
Oh,
makes
that's surprising.
gives me a sad face because this is the first time I've been here since the resorts have reopened that this was roped off. And Michelle stayed here with her friends
Which is weird because
for the past weekend. I don't know. They didn't report on whether this was roped off or not. So
the
maybe they didn't
lounge
try to go to the lounge.
at Beach Club is open, which is kind of surprising.
Yeah. So
Maybe it's the time of the night.
well, no. This lounge
No.
is not. This lounge is not open. So the lounge. Okay. So let me rephrase what I said then. This lounge, in terms of serving alcohol, they never serve food here, other than those little delicious things that they put in the bowls. That make they're salty and spicy and make you want to drink more. They don't serve food here, but they've had the lounge open in terms of being able to sit in there.
Mm.
But this is the first I've seen it where it's roped off and you can't even go in and just hang out. So you're just going to have to enjoy it from here. And trust me when I say it's really it's just a really wonderful, relaxing spot to hang out. And as Carlos pointed out, yes, it's air conditioned. And I also want to point out over here, now they put the sign here so you can't they block the door so you can't go through there. But typically, you could go through. And once you went through, look at that.
That's a beautiful view too.
Yeah, so nice to sit out there, and they'll wait on you out there when they're open, and you can.
It reminds me of that little balcony at Wilderness Lodge in the backside of the lobby.
That's right. It's not quite as big as that balcony, but it has the upside that when the lounge is open, they'll serve you drinks. Which
Really,
you won't get at the Wilderness Lodge.
Well, if you ask nice enough.
Okay, well, the Grand California is a different story. They do have that one area that's off that, but
But if you're
I digress.
might as well go down to Geyser Point and enjoy the view there.
I also want to point out real quick, throughout the lobby area and off to the sides of the lobby area, you have these wonderful pictures, again, of the architecture and park areas that were frequented during, the turn of the century, again, last turn of the century, Coney Island area in New York. There's a lot of references to Luna Park, which is also a Coney Island-based park, and pictures like this one of a parade. So it's really just like a lot of there's a lot of things you can learn about, that you can take in, that really help to accentuate the feeling of being at the boardwalk. And I think a lot of people just walk past these things, and and this I'm a little afraid to try. Well, one, because of COVID, and two, because it's like gonna maybe electrocute me or something. Probably not, because it's Disney.
Lucky. That's great live video.
Oh, that's live video gold. Maybe. How about this?
Please do
We'll
it.
come
Do
back.
it. Do it.
We'll come back in March or April, and I'll give it a.
I'm going to assume the stereoscope and mutoscope are not out.
Oh, well, you would be wrong.
Oh, they are out. That's surprising.
Yeah.
I bet
Again, I'm not going to do it, but this is the cat in the bag one, and it actually does not cost 1 cent. You can do it for free.
Where's your gloves when you need them, Jason?
I know, right? Actually, I don't think I have any. I think I have any of the gloves. And then there's also,
it's neat in that typically on a normal day, if they have it lit up, you can turn the handle and it'll actually still play the little projection in there. It's kind of like an old school flip board, but you control it.
yes.
Like flip book is how you would describe it. But
And you have to explain what books are to Collin too, because he doesn't like paper. They pay books with paper, not these electronic things.
I learned cursive writing too.
Oh, wow, that's.
I'm not that young.
So this is a boardwalk scene. This is and actually it was based on, or maybe done at, Luna Park, which I was mentioning before. Luna Park being located in Coney Island in New York.
And they also have it's Luna Park that the elephant sculpture comes from, correct? It's not too far from you.
Oh, I guess you want me to walk.
I'm going to make you.
Okay,
walk
down this
like
long
a
corridor. Let me just, before we go down there, I got to read this little caption for you that I read earlier today, and I loved it. So they have these, I don't know, I guess it might be a roller coaster, and then this little boat ride, which kind of looks like the storybook canal. So this is what it says. The new amusement parks of the turn of the century had many attractions: dancing, band performances, bathing, circuses, vaudeville. I don't know what bathing is. Anyway, truly unique and special were the rides, the mechanical diversions that enticed the crowds. Rides allowed participants to experience movement and gaiety and loosened inhibitions. Loosened inhibitions. Nowadays, Disney would say, loosen your wallet.
I want to say, that sounds kind of like an alcohol commercial.
Well, right. That's what I was thinking. I think, but there's a truth to that. There's a truth to it, because I think when you're experiencing these attractions, even modern day attractions, you feel happy and good, and you're willing to go into the Emporium and have at it.
And it's fun that they kind of mention that at the same time, because really, realistically, it's the same that's true today. So many of us go to the parks because it is kind of our escape from reality, especially right now if you have the opportunity to go. It's a good place that you can just relax, enjoy a meal. Even if you're not spending a lot of time on Disney property, you can still have incredible memories with family. And that's what we go for in the first place. Because a lot of people have asked me in the last 5 or 6 weeks, is the experience still the same? No, it's not the same, but it's still wonderful. And I think that's important to note.
Yes.
And the memories are still incredible.
Yes,
really
you're right.
The elephant we were talking about.
And here's the other thing. If you're into smells, if you enjoy the smells, not of the elephant, but of just the resorts.
I hope not.
Of the resorts in general, they're more intense right now because the doors aren't opening and closing as frequently. There's not as many people moving about, and so the smells that they pipe into the lobby, it's really fantastic. I mean, it's really good, and I'm dying because I don't know that anybody makes a candle, hint hint, of the boardwalk, and it's really a delicious smell. Something else I hadn't noticed until tonight, and I'm embarrassed to admit to it, but I'm just gonna admit to it. I never realized that there were these these images up here
Of castles.
yeah,
Of castles.
which looks
And each one is a different castle. Each one,
Right.
Yes.
Yeah,
of course,
I
Carlos
believe
has looked
there's
up.
a backstory on all of them, if I remember correctly.
I'm sure
but
there is. Yeah.
Sorry, but I don't remember what they are.
But
Reminiscent
there's
of something.
there is one that is close to the sea that is beautiful. Actually, the one that you just showed, Jason. Let me go to your
Right,
to your right. Yes,
Mhm.
yes, this one. I love this one. It's one of the one
It's
that
beautiful.
is next to the sea. Yes.
It looks for me. It looks the most like Cinderella's castle too. So that's why
Yeah.
I'm also, I think, fond of that one.
Little party.
Colin, I don't know if you pointed out that this elephant is actually a hotel. It's like, well, it's a miniature version of what was a unique hotel in Coney
For a very
Island.
short amount of time, if I remember correctly, wasn't it? There was something weird about it.
Well, it's
other
weird
than the fact
because
that it's
I
an
mean,
elephant.
right, and a lot of the rooms, even though I think it was, it's this giant elephant. There's actually a photograph
There you
over
go.
here of the actual hotel. I mean, believe it or not, that was a hotel, and the rooms were like really like oddly shapen and small. And that was probably
Hey, it could be.
I
It couldn't be
imagine
different.
why you're
Yeah.
inside of an elephant.
Yes.
yeah. Something else I wanted to point out. Michelle had mentioned to me after her visit here was that they do have a lot of recreational activities happening still, including the movie Under the Stars.
Yep.
And hey, check out the upcoming movies. Look at that.
Look at that.
Chicken Little, Meet the Robinsons, Frozen 2. Of course,
Well,
The
I feel like
Hunchback.
2 of those were on our list.
2 of those were on a certain person's list. That's correct. That's so nice of you to mention that, Colin.
I wasn't going to mention that it was Jason, but I was going to give us all credit for it.
Anyway, I don't have no idea where Carlos got to, and I'm
So
kind of
let's
missing him
find out.
now.
Let's see.
No, I'm here outside. I'm trying to be as far as possible from Jason. He's
Aw.
already
Sure,
embarrassing.
Jason smells tonight, so
That's not very nice.
No, it's not. No. Actually, I just wanted to show how actually it's not that this is a ghost town. People are coming back from the parks. A lot of people sitting here on the tables and on the benches. There's some movement. Yes, it's a lot
sitting
better
on the
than-
much better than it was as far as crowd level goes. As far as it feeling empty, this is a lot nicer.
Yes, the pizza place is still running. I missed the
Which is awesome. The
Joe's.
pizza's pretty good too.
Joe's is always my nice option for hot dogs when you leave the park. Is always a good place to go. They talk about margaritas, but I never tried margaritas here. What I really tried was the beer here. But
I think they have pretzels too, if I remember correctly.
Also, I want to mention that I'm still in the lobby space. I'm admiring the
roller
models. I love there's something about roller coaster models that I love. And there was a when they were building or converting the California Screaming Coaster and Disney California Adventure over to the Incredicoaster, they had a scale model that you could actually play with. Like push little buttons and make things happen. Well, they didn't let you touch the actual thing, but you could push buttons from afar and make things happen. It was so cool.
That's
Anyway, I wanted to point out that
set.
one of the things, and this is not unique to the Boardwalk lobby, but something that Disney has done more and more of is they're mindful that people need power. We have these devices. Some of us have forgotten our little power core things, and so maybe we just have a USB plug. But they have these in various spots throughout the lobby, so you can charge your phone, your device, and that's something you'll see in a lot of the resort lobbies now. You don't have to worry about I got to try to find a plug in a wall like we used to. They have them sitting on a lot of the tables. Actually, the best resort I've seen in terms of having lots of power ports is Animal Kingdom Lodge in Jumbo House. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's amazing.
Even more than Coronado?
No, okay, that's not okay. So yeah, you're right. Coronado is like the Hercules of when it comes to that.
It's like business hotel. Let's slap a million plugs on everything. I like it.
That's true. That's true. And then of course they have these penny press machines here. They have one that is, let's see, I don't know if that's Chip or Dale. I can never tell. I don't know if there's. I know there is a way to tell, but I
one has one tooth, one has two, and the nose is a different color, but I don't remember which one is which.
And then they have Winnie the Pooh, and it's that Donald being squirted by an elephant. Okay, and then Mickey, of course, Ariel, really low. And then they have a fuel rod machine, which you can find in lots of places now. And I have never successfully gotten one to work. That's just me. And then they have, and then there's this little store here, which I think a lot of people don't realize is here. This
and there's some
Dundee's Sundries, which is just a great name, right? It's a small little shop.
There's some fun merchandise in there from time to time.
Yeah, it's pretty bare right now, but they have some Christmas items. Well, it's
not now, but like during the day.
I mean, ever? I don't know.
I think so.
Look like it is.
I think so.
You think it is?
Because did you
missing.
have the Christmas merchandise already?
Well,
I think this is a teaser to go down to the general market because they have these items in here. Although they do have some Pampers over there, so
it's possible.
But then they have a sign that says, "Please visit the Screen Door General Store."
True. Yeah,
on the boardwalk. But
it's a good case.
Yeah,
on a normal day.
I hear crickets. I hear.
That's from Carlos. Because it looks
I thought it was like Colin's finally gotten sound
in
effects.
the Village Green somewhere, is he? Is that where you are?
I'm here in the area right in front of the balcony here. It's just nice. The night is amazing. I don't know why I'm sweating so much because I think probably it's humid, but it's
You're
not
walking around a lot.
Tonight was moist.
It's for you guys.
But it's not a hot night. It's really really nice. So I'm here close to the side of Flying Fish.
Awesome. Well, if you guys can convene here, or at least somewhere close, it looks like Jason's getting comfortable though. So
I'm going to the balcony there.
Mama didn't raise no fool. This is one of the comfiest chairs I've ever sat in, honestly, and I may take it with me.
The problem is if I go,
Bill on the ground.
Can you see this thing? It's like enveloping me. It's so nice.
That's the wrong one. There we go.
I mean, it's so. Look at this chair. It's great. It's air
I waited on a ride to the airport in that chair once and was borderline crying.
I was like, in this chair?
It's the sadness chair.
It's not sad. There's no sadness happening right now.
But one thing, Colin, don't you think that it's about time, or is it now is the good time?
I think
time.
Now's the best time.
Now I gotta find it because you guys kind of put me on the spot.
Yes, I know. I know.
There we go. So it is time for the Wheel of Disney, where you guys can win prizes based on your past participation. So those of you who did participate with us last week and the week before and previous weeks potentially, because we haven't done this in a little while. So
actually, we combine everything that came from since the Halloween episode.
Nice. So we've got a lot of entries tonight, and we narrowed it down to a list that Carlos so expertly shared with us today that it was randomly selected, and we've got that pre-recorded, so we've got a list for you right now.
And this week's names for the Wheel of Disney are: number 1, Susanna Juris. Number 2, Carlin Rhodes. Number 3, Marianne Mears. Number 4, Molly Baker. Number 5, Cheryl Pickard. Number 6, Socrates Calwe. Number 7, Doreen Tusa. And number 8, Ben Ackhurst.
So there are our names for this week, and we even have a wheel spin. So we've got names on a wheel, and we've got an actual prize spin. So we can share that with you right in just a moment. But any comments on our Wheel of Disney tonight? There are a lot of people commenting about our "What's That Sound?" because that's when we normally do that segment. But tonight we have kind of passed on it for the kind of in-person experience because this system doesn't support it quite as well.
I mean, I can make sounds, but
it may not be sounds you want to hear. But the comments are rolling through fast and furious, wishing good luck to everybody that was selected on that list. We always love to see that because that's really kind of you all. And we hope that you can enter so that you can win sometime in the coming weeks. And just keep
Are we going to give them a way to enter? Are we going to like?
Do we want to do that now? I can't put it on screen. I don't have a way to do so, but we can say it.
I think the perfect. So traditionally, we will state a magic word, and then we ask you to type that magic word into the comments here, and you can do so live, or you can do it on the replay if you're watching on the replay. Just type those comments in, whether you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube. Put them in the comments, and then you will. If you put it in the comments, your name will be put in the big barrel that Carlos has in Miami, and he'll spin the barrel around. He
shakes it a few times.
He shakes it up.
Yep.
And he has his lovely wife kind of to pull
a
name from, or actually several names from it, and then he puts that into a device. It's a very complicated thing, and then he randomizes that, and it's done. The wheel spins, and the gerbils start going, and then
it looks like something out of Bugs Bunny.
And then we pick a winner, and you'll see what happens. That winner then gets to spin the Wheel of Disney, win a fantastic prize. And tonight, the word I think should be boardwalk.
Yes, I was about to say that. Really minds. Yeah,
you know what they say about great minds.
Yeah,
they love to eat together at the boardwalk.
And actually, we ate lasagna here. It's really good.
It was delicious.
Time to bring that up. What was dinner for you guys tonight?
We got the same thing.
We got lasagna at
we never said.
Trattoria al Forno.
We didn't. I can't believe we got this far in without talking about food.
Talking about your food.
And it
actually,
was delicious.
And our server was Fabiana, Brazilian.
Carlos arranged for that, which was very nice. So he could talk to her in Portuguese, and I had no idea what they were talking about. But they looked at me and laughed.
For the fun of it sometimes. Nobody talks about us the whole time.
I figured. And then we did have special drinks. I had what was it called? What was it called? It was Aperol Spritzer and Aperol. Yeah. I think
it's fancy.
It's it's like an Italian aperitif. Has a little bitter flavor to it, and then they add prosecco and some soda water in it, and so it's a little dry. It's not sweet, but it was delicious. And then Carlos had some kind of concoction.
Sicilian tea. It was a tea.
Sicilian iced tea. Yeah.
Iced tea with orangello, which is a limoncello by orange, and with amaro liquor, which is from almonds.
It's a Sicilian iced tea. It's basically an Arnold Palmer that will leave you looking over your shoulder for the rest of the night.
Yes. And sweating the way that I'm sweating.
Yes. I don't know what he's talking about. It's perfectly nice here.
So, guys, let's go ahead and spin the wheel and see who's going to win.
Don't forget that the magic word is boardwalk.
Yeah, so leave that in the comments. They are rolling through here fast and furious. There's a few saying other things.
But which are the other good things or bad things?
No, they're good things. Things. A lot of people are saying it had a Mangello in it, but no, not quite.
Limoncello, Orangello, Limoncello. Yeah, I think that should be a liqueur.
If you want to see a Mangello, you can go back and watch last week's show or see it on our YouTube channel, and Mangello's on there. But wait till you show to do that.
A Limoncello, it would not be bitter at all. It would be sweet.
Yeah,
filling.
And always appropriate.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure. So, guys, let's spin the wheel and see who's going to win a prize tonight.
Do you want me to spin the wheel? Am I spinning the wheel? Oh, he's muted now. I can't. I don't know what's happening.
Oh, you're not muted. I muted. It ended up muted.
Oh, okay.
It auto muted me.
Are we spinning a wheel? Does Carlos have his wheel?
Doreen Tuzza.
Oh, you got it.
The wheel's on the screen, Jason.
I can't see it. I can't see a wheel. I don't know if anybody else. Hopefully, everybody else saw the wheel because I was
I
seeing.
saw the wheel.
Okay,
So
good.
Doreen, I know that Doreen was making comments before, so Doreen is
she
supposed to
was
be
here.
around.
So
Yeah.
you do have
There
the
you go,
opportunity to respin the wheel. And I haven't even looked at these spins, so I don't know what you've won. So we can find out here.
Oh wait, well,
Yeah.
no, she hasn't won. Doreen, she was chosen to spin the wheel, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
but
she hasn't won any prizes.
but she can have one spin or two spins.
Correct. Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
so she gets to choose if she wants to spin again based on the answer, based on the selection of the wheel on the first one. So let me find my brand page here, and here comes wheel spin number 1 for the prizes. Where will it stop? Nobody knows. And get that, a child magnet. So I'm going to watch the comments here. These guys should be able to jump back in here soon. It does mute us while we play these clips here.
It's not a child magnet.
It's
It's
the
magnet. It's the.
The child magnet. Yeah.
most important one of the most important ones. And
Is the
typically we
baby-
show you what it looks like, but where they are on location.
I didn't bring it with me. I'd have to have quite the bag. I would look
You
like
should have
Santa
brought
Claus.
the whole bag like Santa Claus. Yeah, exactly.
I know, and I already look like Santa Claus just without the bag. So
You could just grow out a beard.
I
It
could,
might
and
come in
have
gray,
my,
so you never know.
my belly. Yeah, perfect.
So I am looking for Doreen's comment on here. She says she's here, so I'm waiting for it to come through if she wants to spin again or keep that prize.
What are some of the other prizes we saw? We saw a Figment. We saw that's a Figment plush, I believe. We saw the Be Our Guest is still there.
That
That's
is
a
the
big
no,
one.
no, it's not Figment. It's Ratatouille.
Oh,
Ratatouille.
that's right. Figment's gone. That's right.
Remy,
I'm not
yeah.
gone. Don't freak out.
Remy plush, shoulder plush.
right.
There is also the Me Sushi cat.
So we have our answer.
right.
We're gonna have a
Spin again.
Here. Spin
Okay.
again.
The
All right.
child lives to see another.
Here we go. Ooh, that's a good one.
It's so close. It was so close to Be Our Guest.
That's
So
a
the
good one, though. That's a new
Re-
one too. That was recently had it.
Remy shoulder plush.
Yeah. So
Yes,
that's
I
gonna
can show
be
it.
your way here soon, Doreen.
I'll show it during the lunch break tomorrow.
Awesome.
Doreen, please send us a inbox a message with your address so we can send it to you.
Yep.
Message me. If you message me, I'll get it out to you. It's in our Winter Garden studio.
And Chris is saying,
Yes.
so close. It was very close to Be Our Guest.
Yeah.
Very, very close. There's a
But
lot
she
of
may
people
not have
saying
wanted
the same
that, and then she
thing.
would have
True.
stuck
We
with it,
already
and that
had
would have
one
been
person
sad.
pass on it.
That's
So-
I don't know what would happen then. You're forced to be on the show.
you have
Yes.
to come.
Well, congratulations, Doreen. That's
Absolutely.
that's a really nice plush, and
Yes.
I couldn't imagine a better home for Remy to go to next.
Absolutely. So, guys, before we wrap things up, I'm going to give you some time to kind of share what you're into right now and what may be coming for our friends to look forward to in the coming week or even in the coming few weeks. So, Jason, let's start with you.
Well, I'm always into something. It's you try to
By
make it
nature of
good.
being
You try
Jason.
to make it good. Yes, I would love for you guys to join me tomorrow for the lunch break, 12 p.m. Eastern, over at herewiththemagiclive.com. I am. It's kind of they called an audible on this one, and are going to do something. I'm going to do something special that I wasn't
Very
planning.
special.
Yes, and it wasn't going like usually on Fridays. What we do is it's mellow. We watch a video and chat and snack and everything, and kind of had to sort of ease into the weekend. But tomorrow's going to be interesting. You're not going to want to miss this. 12 p.m. Eastern, here at themagiclive.com. I would love to have you there. And then, of course, I will also invite you to visit herewiththemagic.com. Sign up for the newsletter so you don't miss out on announcements and all sorts of other fun things planned, including including more information about the cafe. And thank you, of course, to all of the members who are all of the supporters out there who have become members of the Here with the Magic Cafe. I gave them a little, what you guys don't know, is I gave the members of the cafe a little sneak peek from here at the Boardwalk before we started this. So I was like, don't tell anybody, but we maybe watched the sunset together. It was very nice. But tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Something special.
So let's pitch it on over to Carlos here. And
Okay. Well, I'm gonna be around Orlando until Wednesday morning, and so if you guys wanna watch me live from the parks, I'm gonna be tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern time and 6 p.m., which is 6 p.m. Brazilian time. I will be live from the Magic Kingdom. It will be a mix of Portuguese and English, whatever you choose. And if you show up in my live, I'm gonna reply to you in your language. And the same thing is going to happen Tuesday night at 7 p.m. or 9 p.m. to Brazil. I'm gonna be live from Epcot. Tomorrow will be from Facebook, and Tuesday will be from YouTube. Oh my gosh! Now I have Jason next to me here.
there you go.
Yeah, it was a really good one, buddy.
We got two people.
Yeah.
roped in there. But so for me, I guess I can wrap up with me before I go back to these two jokers.
Jokers.
So I've got two things going. I am going to be in the parks beginning, I believe. Well, now I guess it's next Saturday, not this coming Saturday, but the following Saturday. I'll be flying down, spending some time at the Dolphin Resort. So if you want to tag along on that kind of adventure, I'll be trying to share some things. Maybe live, we'll see. Maybe just some photos shared around the parks as I tour the parks, and some Instagram stories and things like that on at Guide4WDW on Instagram. I do have something else neat that I want to share with you all. I know I put it out on the page earlier. I guess it was the end of last week or maybe early this week. I am doing a very limited run of print photos that are Christmas oriented. And for the very first time, they are framed. They come to you framed from me. They're shipped to you. And all you have to do is basically get it out of the box and set it up. And it's a brand new Christmas decoration. Ship 30 is still active on the site. Use that code and you will get it shipped free because it does pass the price point. So be sure to check that out if you have not already. And the kicker on it all is this is a very limited edition. I am only making 10 of these. I won't make any more, and I'm not going to print that photo anymore. So if you have an interest in that particular photo, which is Walt and Mickey, the statue right at Christmas time with Main Street all lit up with Christmas decorations from last year. So if you're interested in that, go check it out at guide4wdw.com/shop, and you should find it right there. And it is the only one you may see framed for quite some time. So I'm going to kick it back over to the guys to kind of wrap things up. It looks like they're together on Carlos's screen, so I'm going to go with that one.
Yes, no, but that also we also have a new other shot from Jason. He's pointing it back to the boardwalk.
We're doing a modified 360.
Yes, look yes,
There you go.
yes.
Thank you so much, guys,
Thank
for
you.
being here. It was really a blast tonight. And thank you, Carlos, for
no, thank you, my friend, and thank you, Collin. You did an amazing job there.
I have fun with it, so hopefully it turned out all right. So
and please comment if you like this format of after hours, because we're planning to do. I will not say pretty often, but once in a while we're gonna be doing something like that.
You never know what we're about to do,
Yeah.
really.
Disney, so
Yeah.
we'll see. Hopefully some hidden spots that you may have overlooked or may have not experienced before.
Yep.
But to wrap things up, guys, thanks for joining us. We appreciate you being here, and we look forward to seeing you again next week. And as always, don't forget to join the community. It's a great place where you can connect with all three of us, and in addition to our individual pages. So on behalf of the guys, I'll say good night.
Thank you, guys. Bye bye.
Good night. Love you guys.
Bye bye.
See ya.
Ready to begin. Let the wonder take hold. Feel it draw you in. Watch the moment unfold. Spark
Yeah, probably. Alguém chega a bater.
Setting off for you tomorrow. Every step we take, new hope, new day. Every choice we make helps us find our own way. Every wish that we pull into motion, diving in with our hearts wide open. Storm comes alive when we look inside you. Stranger there in your eyes. It's just beginning. Feel your heartbeat faster. Reach out and find your happily ever after. Find your happily ever after. Now we're on our way. Leave the fears behind us. Not so far away from the dreams that live inside us. Moving down this road we've chosen. There's a limit to where we're going.